This is a flat sign. This is a sharp sign. And this is a natural sign. These three symbols are called accidentals, and they change the way that we read notes. Here's what they do. The flat sign makes a note lower. The sharp sign makes a note higher. And a natural sign indicates that a note should be played normally. This is the note G. If we put a flat sign in front of it, then we get a new note, G flat. The note G flat is lower than G by exactly 1/2 step. If we take our G and add a sharp to it, then we get this new note, G sharp, which is higher than G by 1/2 step. The natural sign returns a note that is sharp or flat back to normal, and you would need to do that because of a weird little rule in music which we call the one measure rule. An accidental on a note lasts an entire measure. It's weird and a little confusing, so let me explain. Look at this measure. We have one E flat here and 3 E's here. However, because of the one measure rule, all of these notes are considered E flat. These E's on the measure after are just normal E's. Why? Because of the one measure rule. The accidentals only last for one measure. This is why we need natural signs. Take this measure with 4 F's. This first F is a regular F, or natural F. This second F is F sharp because of the sharp sign. The third F is also F sharp because of the one measure rule. This natural sign now changes the F sharp back into F natural, or normal old F. One last thing about the one measure rule, it only applies to the same note, not different notes. So this sharp sign on the note C will only affect this other note C in the measure. This note here is just regular F, or F natural. The sharp does not affect it because it is not the note C. It is a different note. I hope that makes sense. Sharp and flat notes are what we call in-between notes. If you start on an A and you go up one note, you get a B. The in-between note is A sharp, which is an A that is higher. It is also the note B flat, which is B, but lower. Meaning that A sharp and B flat are basically the same exact note. These are what we call notes that are enharmonic to each other. C sharp is enharmonic to D flat, D sharp is enharmonic to E flat, F sharp is enharmonic to G flat, and G sharp is enharmonic to A flat. The only notes that do not have in-betweens are B to C and E to F. Why is this?
Because that's the way it is.
If you see a B sharp, it's just a C. If you see an F flat, it's just an E. And now you may be asking, why, Mr. Mento? Why ever use F flat? And why would you just use E instead? And to that I say, oh my sweet summer child, some doors are better left unopened. Once you begin opening Pandora's box of music theory, there is no returning back to the world that you know. But anyway, that's it on accidentals. Hope you learned something today. As always, I'm Mr. Mento, and I'll see you next time.